Hello everyone, and welcome to the Super Rocketeer development video number 4. I've been on a trip recently, so I haven't been able to make any devlogs, but now that I'm back, I have plenty of content to report on. The first major change I've made is I've implemented a health system of sorts, where Rocketeer can take a hit and recover from it instead of instantly dying whenever he hits something dangerous. As you can see, a damage effect is placed on screen to show Rocketeer's hurt, and if you take a hit while that effect's still on screen, Rocketeer will die. I implemented this because I felt that the flow of the game was interrupted too abruptly when Rocketeer died instantly. This way, players have a way to recuperate from any mistakes they might have made, and it makes the game less difficult. I made the damage effect, more geometric because it didn't seem fitting to have a realistic blood effect, especially since Rocketeer is not human, so I took a stylistic approach. Another big addition I've made is Rocketeer picks up speed and momentum as he's running constantly. When Rocketeer's at full speed, this sprint effect is overlaid on screen. I had to make it so Rocketeer maintains this momentum even when wall jumping to keep the flow going, but you can't jump on the same wall twice. As seen here, the sprint effect and the momentum goes away. Instead, you have to ricochet off of walls. That way Rocketeer's in constant motion. I created a new item for the game, which I call the Sun Wheel, which lets Rocketeer use this contraption here by mounting it, and he can stick to any surface he goes up against, going left or right, in total control. This code took a long time to figure out, but eventually I got it working. My plan was to have it so the player could spawn this at any time, but as it stands now, that would be way too overpowered, because you can just go through the level with no threat at all. In any case, it looks really cool as it is now, so I'll have to figure something out for it. Next, I worked on climbing mechanics for Rocketeer. Here are some ugly placeholder graphics. On the left here I have vertical poles, which are for vertical climbing, and here is general idea of wall ivy, where Rocketeer would be able to climb freely in all directions on that. As you can see on the pole here, I go up pretty slowly and I slide down a tad faster, and I have all the animations for it. He can look right, he can look left and jump up or jump sideways or jump down, and it works pretty smoothly for now. You can go to the top and he stops. So there's that, and then the free climbing, where Rocketeer can move in all different directions. And he can kind of thrust himself upward, if you notice. Not much to say on that, but I'm pretty happy with the outcome. I've made a number of cosmetic changes and bug fixes as well, but I won't go into those because they're not worth talking about. So even though this video could be longer, I feel I've summed up my progress pretty well up to this point. So that's it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed and continue to follow development.